Listen up. You're going to want to hear this. George Russell has hinted that Mercedes' ongoing chase of Red Bull superstar Max Verstappen might be putting the brakes on his own contract renewal. Russell has been one of this season's standout performers, regularly squeezing every ounce of performance out of his Mercedes. He's fresh off a sensational win in Canada and had already racked up 4 podiums before that, making his current contract situation all the more surprising. Despite his strong form, Mercedes has yet to offer the 27-year-old an extension, raising eyebrows throughout the paddock, especially given that his deal, like rookie teammate Kimi Antonelli's 1-year contract, runs out at the end of the season. Both Russell and the team have tried to downplay the delay, insisting there's no cause for concern. But ahead of this weekend's Austrian Grand Prix, Russell finally conceded that getting a deal done would be helpful. When asked if talks were progressing, he revealed that, "Yeah, a little bit. No major updates yet. It's not something that I'm pressing massively because, as I've always said, the performance is the priority. And I feel with the performance I'm showing at the moment, still in line with the performance I've shown over all these years, I've got zero reasons to be worried. But obviously it does help if there was pen on paper. But let's see." After Lewis Hamilton stunned the paddock by announcing his switch to Ferrari for 2025 before the start of last season, Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff launched a very public charm offensive to lure 4-time world champion Max Verstappen. But after failing to land the Red Bull ace, Wolff turned to rising star Kimi Antonelli to fill the soon-to-be vacant seat. Since then, the Mercedes boss has dialed back his pursuit, insisting he's content with his current lineup and has no need to flirt with other drivers. Still, in an exclusive interview with Sky Sports F1 on Thursday, George Russell may have let the cat out of the bag, hinting that behind the scenes, Mercedes might not be done chasing Verstappen just yet. He said, "From my side, I don't think I have anything really to worry about. I think, as a team, it depends where you put your aspirations. We're second best at the moment, maybe third best. We might be overperforming slightly to be second best. As Mercedes, they want to be back on top, and if you're going to be back on top, you need to make sure you've got the best drivers, the best engineers, the best pit crew, and that's what Mercedes are chasing. So, it's only normal that conversations with the likes of Verstappen are ongoing. But from my side, if I'm performing as I'm doing, what have I got to be concerned about? There are 2 seats in every Formula One team. Whether Mercedes would seriously consider pairing George Russell with Max Verstappen remains one of the juiciest what-ifs on the grid. The duo have clashed both on and off track over the past year, with tensions reaching boiling point during a fiery war of words at last season's dramatic finale in Abu Dhabi. During Thursday's media session, Russell, careful not to mention Verstappen by name, seemed to imply that doubts about teaming up with his fierce rival might be part of the reason why a new contract hasn't been inked just yet. "Toto has made it clear to me that he thinks how I'm performing this year is as good as anybody," Russell said. "I think there's only one driver that you can debate in terms of performance. These are his words. These are not my words. So that's why I have no concern about the future. But there's 2 seats at every team, and I guess he needs to think who are those 2 drivers going to be for those 2 seats, and I guess that's what the delay is." Having made similar remarks ahead of his win in Canada earlier this month, Russell once again expressed full confidence that he'll be on the 2026 Formula One grid, whether that's still in silver or in different colors. Speaking to Sky Sports F1, he said, "For sure, I want to be in the seat that's going to give me the best chance to win. And ultimately, nothing would make me happier than winning with Mercedes, because they're the ones that helped me get my opportunity, and I've built such a relationship with everybody in this team. But right now, there's only one thing for me to focus on, and that's driving fast. If you're driving quick, there's nothing to worry about. And if you're not, that's when people start talking." Earlier that same day in Austria, Verstappen had his turn with the media. Asked point blank if he expected to be driving for Red Bull next season, the reigning world champion responded, "I've had that question before as well in my life. I don't think we need to talk about that. You want me to repeat what I said last year? Again, it's not really in my mind. I'm just driving, trying to push the performance, and then we focus on next year. Despite swirling rumours that Aston Martin may be plotting a blockbuster move for talents like Max Verstappen and George Russell, the young Brit has made it clear his heart remains with Mercedes. Russell has repeatedly emphasised that the Silver Arrows are his top priority, even as he acknowledges the team's dream scenario might include the reigning world champion in the mix. I'm not talking with anybody else and any teams who have shown interest. I have been quite open to say my intentions are to stay with Mercedes, he said. That's always been clear, and I am loyal to Mercedes. They gave me this chance to get into Formula One. There haven't been any hard feelings with any of the talks that have been going around, especially around Max. Because like I said on numerous times, why wouldn't teams be interested in Max? If every driver had no contracts for next year, Max would be number one for every single team. And that's understandable, but ultimately there are 2 seats for every race team. I knew if I continue to perform as I'm doing, my position would not be under threat whatsoever, so I feel in a good place. We're in no rush to do contract negotiations. We want to win together. Especially Kimi and I being teammates now. We're getting a result like Canada, both junior drivers from Mercedes. We're both doing the job in terms of performance. Why would you want to change something that's working? Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff echoed Russell's sentiment. While the team is currently navigating a packed race calendar, Wolff hinted that once the chaos settles, serious contract discussions will begin in earnest. Of course, both parties remain tight-lipped about any informal talks that may have already taken place. But it's a safe bet that quiet negotiations are already underway behind closed doors. As Wolff told the media, it's been so long with us, and he's growing. The steps he's made from the young driver in Williams, then coming to Mercedes at a difficult time, being on par with Lewis, and then, since Lewis left, being clearly a senior driver in the team, it comes naturally. It's not like there's some politics. It's just taken the place that he merits and deserves. The ambience in the team is great. And we've written some kind of timeline when we want to settle these things, with triple headers, getting out of the way, and one race after the other now in June and July, but we're going to get there. He's been a Mercedes junior in the same way that Kimi was since he was 16, so it isn't dependent whether he wins a race, whether he performs, because we know he can. But if you were in Max Verstappen's racing shoes, would you want to go to where the grass is greener, or will you stay loyal to the team that you built your legacy with? Let me hear your answer in the comment section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.